from Soldier Field in Chicago. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Chicago Bears versus Justin Herbert and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former #2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
On first down, Wentz. And this will be caught by Mooney. 7 yards the pick up there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 4 receivers set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Brings up 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 55 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 11 yards for number 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And now look at him go. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the rookie 2nd rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Wentz. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Wentz on third down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Giants! Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Darnell Mooney.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that one will fall incomplete.
It's now
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Matthew Stafford has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Hardman on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25.
That's right, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, Wentz stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stepping, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Here's Hardman on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That one complete to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 1.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now, I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And the danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
And it's 3rd down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rolling to his right. He's going to keep it again. And I think the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
11-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now it's Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He'll run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this information. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion of unused points will unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough or you just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will